So hi everyone, I'm Noémie. I'm excited to be talking at the EN conference today, and I'm going to share a few things on artificial intelligence and how it's used in Europe for optimization, and maybe how the culture and how it's viewed differs across Europe and North America. So hold with me. So first of all, a short introduction of myself. So I'm Noémie. I grew up in the south of France, so Aix-en-Provence, which is, well, a beautiful place to have grown up. And after I graduated, I moved to London, where I had a master's, and then I worked for a strategy consultancy for 3 years. And this is really where I discovered that I really loved helping companies find simple solutions to complex business cases. So that's also what drove me to work for Chameleon when I came back to Paris. So Chameleon is really a web and full stack optimization platform that's really meant to help companies improve conversion rates on their websites. So I'm currently a customer success team leader, so I drive a team of 5 consultants on a daily basis to serve customers across Europe and North America, and to help them basically deliver a top-notch service to our clients. So I've now became passionate about the digital industry and how quickly it evolves, and most importantly, how these evolutions really translate into business cases and have a real impact on businesses. So first of all, I just wanted to share my view of what differs across how AI is viewed across Europe and North America. So for me, from what I understood from my clients, so regulation around data security and privacy, maybe for better or worse, mean that in Europe, AI is much more viewed as a tool and not as a human killer that is meant to replace all human decisions. So instead, it's really viewed as a powerful tool which is really meant to complement business rules and actually serve a whole business strategy. So what it comes to today and what it can do. So first of all, at least for now, AI is not going to build a roadmap or build a test for you. So it's really not meant to replace your knowledge of your business and your customers. You're the expert. You're the one who knows what to do and who knows your customers the best. But instead, it's really meant to find data signals in a much more easy way that you can't by yourselves. So it's really going to tell you who looks like they can achieve a business goal that you've set on the website, and also when you should take an action. So when is the perfect moment to just push something, push a message, push an offer to get them to actually convert on the website. So just in a few words, I just wanted to share how our AI solution works. So our AI solution is called Prerequisites, and it's really meant, it's really focused on conversions and improving conversion rates. So it's dedicated to finding opportunities to support your conversion rate optimization strategy. So we often hear Americans ask if the AI can build tests automatically or find tests automatically. Well, the answer is not really, but it can actually find the opportunities where you should test, where you should push a message on offer and test it, but not create the test for you. So the way it really works is that everyone gets a propensity scoring for a given business goal that evolves in real time. So you can know when basically someone becomes either undecided or either completely decided to purchase, for example. And therefore you can create a segment based on these lower or higher propensity scorings to push the right message or the right offer for everyone to actually have a better impact on your visitors. Okay, so just so you know what we are talking about and the kind of use cases that we currently address with our clients. So this one is for Cdiscount. So it's one of the main online retailer businesses in France and Europe. So here, they really had the issue that couponing campaigns were launched across all of the website visitors, And also they would basically impact the business, the user experience, and tend to cannibalize the revenues, just because vouchers would be used also by people who would have purchased in any case. So how did AI really help to solve that problem? So our AI algorithm calculates, so as I said, some kind of real-time propensity scorings to purchase. And so they helped identify undecided visitors who showed signs of planning a purchase over 100 euros and who needed an incentive to actually convert. So we would identify that target thanks to AI, so both the target and also the optimal moment to push the couponing campaigns. And therefore, we would just really target undecided visitors and have an actual impact. So in terms of results, the performance from this campaign was really great in terms of ROI. So it was ×3. So we got a ×3 ROI, which is just great, and we increased revenues compared to the kind of non-predictive sample by 50%, which is just huge. So second use case, which is here more in the lead management area. So I'm not presenting Toyota, you all know who they are. So basically Toyota's issue was that their main on-site objective is to generate leads to dealerships, and basically how they do that is by pushing in some way some request, some test drive request to a dealership. Okay, so the issue was that they noticed that some people would actually ask for a test drive in a dealership, but with no actual intention of purchasing. So that's kind of non-qualified leads. So people would just go there for leisure. So how did we help solve it? So basically, our AI would identify the most qualified leads on the website. So again, based on that propensity scoring. And basically, we would just identify that optimal target that would be very qualified. And we would just push a kind of test drive pop-in, like you can see on the screen, for them. And in that way, we ensured that, we had more leads and more qualified leads. And we actually checked the results with dealerships by tagging the leads who would come from Chameleon. And we noticed that we had 2 times more qualified leads generated than on the version that was pushed to everyone. One last use case for today, just because there are different applications. So here for Swarovski, the AI really helps to manage content and branding on their homepage. So as you know, the homepage is usually pretty dense. You can't address everyone. At that stage, you don't really know people's interest, and you can't really narrow down the amount of content that you push. So here, basically, the AI helps to personalize and customize the homepage depending on visitors' interest. So Swarovski have 12 different product categories, and usually people would not be interested in everything. So in that case, we calculated propensity scorings to purchase each of the 12 categories, and we would really manage the content on the homepage depending on the top 3 categories for every user. So basically, the main slider that you can see on top of the screen was really meant to be the first category of interest. So they would see first what they are mainly interested in. And then just to not narrow down the search too much, we would also push 2 teasers below, basically showcasing the second and third categories of interest. So again, great results here. We improved conversion rates by 5%, and it was a ×6 ROI on that campaign. Just wanted to share a few things, prerequisites to basically help you launch a successful AI experimentation project, because maybe now you do want to launch such a campaign when you see such great results for our customers. So first of all, you should always identify and gather all of the relevant stakeholders first, just because changing internal habits and developing the habit of thinking of AI as a way to improve conversion rates and to identify who looks like they can achieve a goal might be just a bit long and challenging to just make that culture a bit more general within your company. So someone has to really take ownership of the project and develop an expertise of that to really promote the practice internally. My second advice would be to make sure that you put in place a robust governance. So it's easy, like usually the CRO roadmap may get lost amongst more urgent projects. So we know that there is a lot of seasonality in your business, and like there is always something to be looking for on the short term, sales periods, Christmas time, whatever. So like one way to make sure that you keep some pace for the project would be to put in place some weekly or bi-weekly operational milestones. It's very helpful, and we also help our customers put in place some high-level milestones, so steering committees, to really, well, also invite everyone and promote the kind of overall results and ROI from the projects. So it also kind of, these more strategic milestones help to promote the project internally and also make sure that the leaders are going to continue supporting the project financially. Third advice here, so define very carefully the KPIs that you want to use for machine learning. So it's common that a website have like several KPIs. So first of all, like conversion rate, but also revenue, engagement, customers loyalty, the basket size, and like any other business KPI you can think of. So I would very carefully think about the main KPI you're going to use for machine learning, but also about like any secondary KPIs that you also want to monitor to just make sure that you measure the overall business impact, not just on the main KPI, but also on the overall website and anything that you may be interested in. Okay, so hopefully I just gave you a few insights today on how, well, AI can be very powerful to boost conversions alongside with maybe A/B testing and kind of more classic personalization. It's really one more tool that's really gonna help you make the extra step to improve conversion rates. It just gives lots of information on data signals and how you can identify who is like most likely to perform a business action on the website. So you can think of like many use cases for your business, hopefully. So yeah, I'm glad to, well, have shared that with you. Don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you very much for listening to me today. So you can get in touch via email. It's displayed here. I'm very happy to help and answer any questions you may have. Thank you very much.